from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. This is Tony Pollard. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his sixth season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the fourth overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. On 1st and 10, Hill. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. And the Cowboys have recovered. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He's going to sling this deep downfield and unable to connect it. Complete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin. C.D. Lamb deep for the Cowboys. He'll field this at the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned, about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Cowboys have recovered. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hill. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Lamb to return it. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys open the lead up to 34-0. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball.